service delivery is being compromised.
Rubanda district local government leaders and technical committee members have voiced their dissatisfaction with the increasing centralization of government grants and funds. The district leaders argue that this centralization limits the ability to prioritize and effectively utilize funds, as most government contributions come with strict conditions. The concerns were raised during a local government finance commission outreach as the 7th commission members began the Kigezi sub-region tour with a visit to Rubanda district. The event took place at the district's Ruchiko Hall in Rubanda Town Council and was attended by the district executive committee and the district technical planning committee. The commission was led by Adam Bavale, the secretary of the local government finance commission, and Mariam Nalbega Patience, the vice chairperson. Dr. Abdon Birunji, Rwanda District Health Officer, stressed that the local governments are often restricted by conditional grants from the central government, stating, "Conditioning means you do not trust the capacity for the other party to choose for themselves." He added that such constraints have blocked the minds of the local officials, reducing their performance as they are forced to implement decisions made by central government rather than addressing local priorities.
Why are we centralizing? Is the people of the center assuming that the people in the local government don't have the capacity to handle their problems? Okay? I think number one of the reasons why that decentralization is being done is undermining the capacity of the local governments. If we had the local governments trained very well, okay? Trained very well to manage their issues, you wouldn't be saying that everyone is going to be conditioned. Because conditioning means you're actually not trusting the other person has the capacity to choose for themselves.
Dr. Birunji cited the example of Pugu Health Center 3 in Hamura sub-county, which remains under central control 3 years after its construction and elevation from a Health Center 2 to a Health Center 3, as an illustration of how local projects suffer from centralization.
We have had issues about hybrid procurements. It's happening. I heard you are going to do waste industry. That health facility has never been even handed over to your information. And you know what? Because the contractor was procured from the center. If you can compare to other contracts that have been managed locally, progress is good.
Rwanda District Speaker Mary Waguma echoes similar concerns, particularly regarding revenue sharing from the district's mineral resources and game parks. She highlighted that despite the district's wealth in resources like iron ore, the central government handles revenue negotiations, leaving the districts with little benefit.
But the policy on those things are being negotiated at the center. The district, we don't have powers to negotiate on the visitors, on the ticket of those people who come to look for our foreigners. It is determined by who, and we are not benefiting much as we are supposed to be benefiting. The minerals, we have a lot of iron ore, and vehicles are passing here now and again, but we just receive some amount without knowing the percentage of how much they have taken from our district. And we are here lamenting that we don't have funds.
In his remarks, Eli Muchunguzi, who represented the Chief Administrative Officer KAO during the event, pointed out the local governments have little to no say in negotiating conditional grant guidelines. He urged the Ministry of Local Government to always engage district leaders in discussions about grant guidelines to ensure that they are favorable for local development.
When they are sending the conditional grant, you also say the guidelines. And those guidelines are never discussed. You don't seek for your input. You just receive the funds and the guidelines and you follow them. They don't. Meaning, the level of participation of local government is minimal. Very minimal. And the challenges, members will know the challenges we encounter with these guidelines. The challenges are many, but the level of participation is very minimal. And we advocate that when they are developing these guidelines, they should engage the local governments. through workshops, through meetings, they get the inputs, and then come up with guidelines which are favorable.
Adam Babade, the Local Government Finance Commission Secretary, explained that the outreach aimed to address fiscal decentralizations, local economic development, and revenue enhancement. While acknowledging that the central government has assumed more control due to local governments' failure to comply with certain standards, Babale emphasized the need for capacity building at the local level rather than further centralization.
Some of the things which leads to taking away this power is from themselves. They do things not in the right way. So then the center thinks they have no capacity. But taking away the thing cannot taking away the power cannot solve the issues. What we have discussed and we need to move forward with is for where the government has identified the weakness, they need to build the capacity of these local governments. Let them think for the areas, let them address their priorities. In the end, we shall see a lot of local initiatives and innovations. And people will not be will not be now again looking at the central government to give them directions, ideas, which some of them don't even work at the local level.
The Commission's 3-day outreach in the Kigezi sub-region will also include visits to Ruchiga district and Kabale municipality. In Rubanda, the Commission concluded its outreach with courtesy visits to Mpungu Health Center 3, Bukombe Primary School and Bobare Primary School to assess their performance. Compiled by Mariam Ishimwe and Norbert Jamhachi for Kigezi Television.